Hey friends, welcome to the channel. If you open Twitter, YouTube, or any crypto forum right now, your ears are probably ringing from the noise. Social media algorithms are going absolutely crazy. It happened. Launch confirmed. Wall Street capitulated. And of course, the biggest, sweetest headline, making retail investors' hearts beat twice as fast. 1,000 XRP is on the table. We are in March 2026. And this is truly the most important, most fundamental week in the history of the Ripple company and the XRP token in the last 10 years. What was discussed behind closed doors for years, what was considered conspiracy theories and pipe dreams of the XRP'S right now becoming official, documented reality. Integrations are live, institutional gateways are open. But while you are reading fairy tales about $1,000 for a single coin and mentally picking out the color of your new yacht, Wall Street is preparing the biggest trap in the history of this bull cycle for you. Today, we are doing an autopsy. I will tell you exactly what happened this week and why it will forever change the global financial system. I will use a calculator to prove to you why 1,000 for XRP is a mathematical absurdity invented to drain your liquidity. But most importantly, I will show you a real, fundamentally justified target for this cycle and give you clear instructions on how to take your money before the market crashes. Get comfortable, turn off your emotions, leave your dreams at the door. We are getting to work with the facts. Let's separate the wheat from the chaff. Why is the entire internet going crazy right now? In the spring of 2026? For years, Ripple fed us promises. We survived an endless lawsuit with the SEC. We survived the crypto winter. We saw partnerships that led to nothing. But this week, the holy trinity of infrastructure launches came together. First, the global rollout of the RLUSD stablecoin in the interbank sector. These are no longer sandbox tests. The largest financial conglomerates and payment providers have officially launched settlements using RLUSD. Ripple stablecoin received an ironclad regulatory framework in the US and Europe. Institutions, which were terrified of volatile crypto, finally got their legal, transparent digital dollar backed by real treasury bills. Second, the integration of smart contracts and the EVM sidechain. The XRP Ledger was always a fast but dumb blockchain, built solely for payments. Now, everything has changed. This week, smart contract functionality started running at full capacity. Liquidity from the Ethereum network is beginning to flow into the XRP ecosystem because here, it's faster and costs a fraction of a cent. Third, and most importantly, a direct bridge with the DTCC and traditional clearing. The DTCC is the heart of Wall Street, a corporation that processes securities settlements worth quadrillions of dollars, and Ripple's infrastructure, along with the Ripple Prime platform, has become an official settlement gateway for some of their tokenized real-world asset operations. Understand the scale of this. This is not a listing on another crypto exchange. This is connecting XRP to the circulatory system of global finance. Banks no longer need to use the SWIFT system to send messages and then wait 3 days for the money to arrive. They use Ripple's infrastructure to transfer value in 3 seconds. The fundamentals have broken through the roof, and it is exactly against this backdrop that the crowd started going crazy, screaming about $1,000 a coin. Now, let's take a bucket of ice water and pour it over the heads of those screaming about $1,000. XRP will become the global reserve currency. It will replace the dollar. It will back all global derivative trading, so it has to be worth 1,000. That is the main mantra of the fanatics on Twitter. Sounds beautiful? Yes, but let's apply 5th grade math. In investing, the price of a coin means absolutely nothing without factoring in its supply. We need market cap. The maximum supply of XRP tokens is 100 billion. Let's imagine the cultist's dream comes true, and 1 XRP is worth $1,000. Multiply 100 billion coins by $1,000. What do we get? $100 trillion in market capitalization. Let me explain what $100 trillion means in the real world. The entire global GDP, the gross domestic product of every country on planet Earth, Combinettis about $105 to $110 trillion. The capitalization of all the gold ever mined by humanity is around 16 trillion. The capitalization of Apple, the richest company in the world with all its factories and iPhones, is about 3.5 trillion. And you are seriously sitting in front of your monitor, believing that a piece of software code, even a brilliant one, is going to be worth as much as the entire economy of planet Earth. But wait, the fanatics scream. Trillions pass through SWIFT every day. To absorb that volume, the token has to be expensive. Otherwise, there won't be enough liquidity. And here lies the main mistake, why 99% of people do not understand XRP economics. It is called the velocity of money. XRP doesn't need to cost $1,000 to transfer $1 billion. A transaction on the XRPL takes 3 seconds. Imagine a bank needs to transfer $100 million. The algorithm buys $100 million worth of XRP, sends it to Japan, and 3 seconds later sells it for yen. The coins are back in the order book. A second later, another bank takes those exact same coins and makes a new transfer. The same pool of XRP tokens can turn over thousands of times a day. To absorb the daily volume of SWIFT, XRP does not need to swallow the world's entire money supply. It just needs to spin fast. Will XRP be worth 1,000 in this cycle? No. It is a scammer's myth. Why do they create it? So that you, regular retail investors, never hit the sell button. So you sit there waiting for $1,000 while investment funds that bought XRP at 50 cents unload their billion-dollar portfolios onto your blind faith at the $5, $8, and $10 marks. So we've thrown $1,000 in the trash. But does that mean XRP will just hang around the $1 or $2 mark? Absolutely not. The real, mathematically justified target for this asset can make you fabulously wealthy if you know when to exit. Let's look at the mechanics of how institutional money, right now in the spring of 2026, is creating the perfect supply shock. I already mentioned the RLUSD stablecoin. Many crypto investors screamed, "Why do banks need volatile XRP if Ripple now has a digital dollar?" Guys, RLUSD is not a replacement for XRP. It is a Trojan Horse. Conservative banks are terrified of crypto volatility. They don't want to hold XRP on their balance sheets. Ripple understands this. So Ripple gives them the stable, US-regulated RLUSD. Banks happily connect to this system. But when a bank in New York needs to transfer digital dollars to a partner in Mexico who needs Mexican pesos, RLUSD does not have direct liquidity in every currency in the world. And this is where automated market makers inside the XRPL network kick in. To instantly convert RLUSD into a digital peso, the algorithm uses XRP as a neutral bridge and network gas. The more trillions of fiat dollars enter through RLUSD, the more liquidity is routed through XRP Pool S. And with every single, even microscopic transaction, a fraction of XRP is burned forever. Let's put the puzzle together. Ripple's escrow accounts are practically empty. They are no longer suppressing the market with new unlocks. Spot XRP ETFs in the US are physically buying coins off the market for backing. Banks are locking millions of XRP in AMM liquidity pools to facilitate the conversion of their stablecoin. The supply of coins on the open market is dropping rapidly, and the demand from global settlements is growing exponentially. When institutions flip the switch to maximum capacity, algorithms go to the exchanges to buy XRP to provide liquidity. And they see empty order books. There's no one selling. It is at this exact moment the price breaks off the chain. XRP is an asset that can sleep for years, draining investors' souls, and then, in 2 weeks, deliver parabolic growth that destroys all resistance levels. What is the real math? At a price of 10, the capitalization of XRP will be $1 trillion, and accounting for frozen coins, it will be around $600 billion in circulating capitalization. Is that a lot? Bitcoin broke $1 trillion. Ethereum approached $600 billion. valuing the absolute best legal working circulatory system for global banking settlements at $1 trillion at the peak of the 2026 macro bull cycle. It is not fantasy. It is an absolutely adequate, conservative, and functional target. 10 is the number where smart money will take the asset to lock in their mega profits. And if total madness and a super cycle begin, we might see wicks up to 12 or 15, but certainly not 1,000. And now, for the most important part, why won't 90% of you watching this video get rich, even if XRP breaks $10 tomorrow? Because between seeing $1 million on your smartphone screen and withdrawing $1 million to your bank account lies a giant abyss. That abyss is called greed. Imagine this day, June 2026. XRP breaks $5. Your portfolio shows astronomical numbers. You feel like a genius. Your palms are sweating. The price reaches $7. You open Twitter. It's absolute pandemonium. All the influencers are screaming. This is it. It has begun. We are flying to $100. Institutions just entered. Don't be fools. Don't sell your coins for pennies. At this moment, your inner voice will betray you. You will think, why should I sell at $7? If I wait until 20, I won't just buy an apartment, I'll buy an oceanfront mansion. I'll wait another week. And then the price touches $9. And the very next second, something you didn't expect happens. Funds like BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, and the market makers who bought XRP at the bottom hit the sell button across all exchanges. They don't care about the ideology. They don't care about the XRP army. They lock in hundreds of billions of dollars in pure profit. The chart paints a red candle the size of a skyscraper. The price drops from $9 to $4, then to $2. You sit there in shock thinking, it's just a correction. We'll buy the dip and go back up. Crypto winter begins. 6 months later, XRP is back at 80 cents. You didn't lock in a single penny. Your virtual millions turned to dust. You are riding the crowded subway to work, hating crypto, and preparing to become a long-term holder for another 4 agonizing years. To ensure this tragedy doesn't happen to you, you need a plan. You must not trade on emotions. You must become a robot. I offer you the laddering out strategy. We are not going to try to guess the absolute top. That is impossible. We are going to exit in tranches, front-running the greedy crowd. Grab a notepad right now and write down your exit plan. Step 1. The return zone. The 3.3 to 3.8 mark. As soon as XRP breaks its old all-time high, heavy turbulence will begin in the market. At this moment, with a stone face, you sell 20% of your position. Why? Because by selling just 1/5 of your bag after such growth, you return 100% of your initial fiat investment. That's it. From this moment on, you are absolutely safe. You are playing with free casino money. Your heart rate calms down. Step 2. The psychological barrier. The 5 to 6 mark, a round number. There will be lots of screaming about going to the moon here. You sell another 30%. At this stage, you are already a multimillionaire relative to your deposit. You have taken a massive, clean, crisp profit. You have already beaten 90% of the market. Step 3. The zone of madness and euphoria. The 8 to 10 mark. The market is completely irrational. Everyone is expecting $100. The greed index is off the charts. You, front-running the crowd's limit orders, calmly unload another 30% of your position. You lock in wealth that will forever change your family's life. Step 4. The moon bag. You have 20% of your coins left. What to do with them? Leave them. Forget about them. If a miracle happens, hyperinflation of the dollar, or a global matrix glitch, and XRP actually flies to $15 or $20, this tiny remaining portion will bring you absurd excess profit. If the market crashes into crypto winter, you won't care at all. You already sold 80% of your assets at the highest prices and converted digital numbers into real estate, gold, and stocks. Let's summarize, friends. XRP is experiencing the greatest week in its history. The introduction of smart contracts, the RLUSD stablecoin, working with DTCC clearing all this, transforms the coin from an object of lawsuits into the foundation of a new financial system. But remember, financial systems are not built to make retail investors rich. They are built to make the rich even richer. Fairy tales about $1,000 a coin are a carrot on a stick dangled in front of your nose by market makers. If you believe this fairy tale, you will stay in the market forever, paying for Wall Street's banquet. The reality is, 8, 10, maybe 12 this is a mathematically justified, fantastically profitable target for this cycle. A target at which XRP's capitalization reaches $1 trillion. Your job right now is to move your coins off centralized exchanges and onto cold wallets. Write your profit-taking plan on paper. Tape it to your monitor. And on the day global FOMO begins, execute that plan without a drop of doubt or regret. In investing, no one ever went broke taking a profit. Don't feel sorry if you sold at 8 and the price went to 10. You took your money. You won. Friends, I am incredibly interested to know whose side you are on. Do you believe in the magic of $1,000? Or do you agree with my $1 trillion market cap math and the $10 target? What is your average buy price right now? And at what exact levels will you personally hit the sell button? Write about it in the comments. I read and reply to everyone. If this video sobered you up, if it took off your rose-colored glasses, but gave you a clear, confident plan to wealth smash that like button. For you, it's 1 second, but for the YouTube algorithm, it's a signal to promote quality analytics over empty hype. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss our urgent updates when the price starts breaking our targets. Keep a cool head. Control your greed. And remember, while the crowd dreams of fairy tales, smart money methodically takes the profit. Thanks for watching. I wish you immense wealth, nerves of steel, and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye!